Thank you for in Topic 6, Community Engagement Kit for Sites, a Clinical Trial Diversification Better Practices Workstream. My name is Hirsch, and I'm with the Clinical Development Information and Optimization Group at Eli Lilly and Company. I'm here with Karen Brooks, the Clinical Operations Group Lead for Pfizer. Clinics are faced with increasing pressures from a variety of perspectives. From a regulatory standpoint, regulators are increasingly focusing on ensuring trial populations are representative of the indicated population. So, the standard practice of generalizing scientific conclusions is shifting to personalized medicine. In the U.S., minority populations are growing rapidly. There's a broad recognition that it is a social responsibility that drug development is inclusive of all patients. Range of barriers limiting diverse enrollment into clinical trials. The range expands from sponsor organizations, investigator sites, to patient barriers, as well as societal and environmental compounding factors. Examples of barriers are listed here. For the Community Engagement Kit for Sites slide deck is for sponsor organizations to share this information with their clinical trial sites, to assist sites in engaging community organizations and increasing awareness about the importance of diverse representation in clinical trials. The clinical trial diversity engagement slide deck is to share 4 simple steps and available resources for sites to engage communities. Communities can help sites understand clinical trial participation barriers and reduce those barriers to enable diverse representation in clinical trials. It is important to build relationships and rapport with communities to overcome the mistrust that was historically seen in clinical trials. The Community Engagement Toolkit was developed with the intent to provide a simple step-by-step approach for sites to identify organizations within their communities, educate and support the communities they serve. By communities, sites increase awareness and provide access to clinical trials. It contains an easy-to-follow methodology for community engagement. It's available for initiating contact with organizations, as well as a list of educational resources that are available to support clinical trial awareness. Additionally, a list of ethnic and minority organizations are included at the end of this slide deck to help sites get started. The community engagement are quite simple. However, as simple as we've tried to outline them here, engaging and maintaining relationships with community organizations takes work. Step for sites is to explore and understand the community they serve and identify appropriate organizations. Step 2 is to contact the organization's leader and show the intent of the connection. This is where the template letter might be helpful for sites. Third step is to identify and assess the opportunities for collaboration. And finally, maintaining the relationship is important for building trust within the community. By staying connected, sites continue to assess the needs of their community as needs can change with involvement of the healthcare environment. Next, we'll hear more details about each of these steps.
This time to explore. It is fact-finding mission. During the step, it is key to understand the community and the health issues. To be mindful of the demographic makeup of the local communities and understand the health challenges and major social issues that they are facing. This is provided through a variety of resources as health departments, news, and social media outlets. Next needs to identify influential organizations and individuals who will be engaged to help the cause. This will look to local churches, large employers, political, state, and community leaders, and chapters of patient advocacy organizations. This is about connecting. Here one will contact and engage community leaders, members, and organizations. To a response, the contact should include multiple approaches. A template has been provided and be sent to the community organizations via email, mail, fax, or even a discussion on the phone. Be customized to provide the site's contact information, how and when to be best reached. Of the site and research department capabilities, and appropriate and available that be and sponsor approved study brochures. Next step, with the organizations, there needs to be an assessment. Dialogue with the organizations is a two-way activity. Take time to identify and assess areas of common needs and collaboration opportunities. It is critical to listen, learn, and share. You can effectively engage and share information with and build trust within the community. They allow you to better understand how to support community social and health needs, as well as understand their informational needs. Is it more information on clinical trials? Diverse representation in clinical trials is important in a particular disease state, or process of enrolling into a clinical trial. Once recognized that every community organization has different needs, and being able to address or answer their questions will instill confidence. Think ahead about what you can offer, and what you want from them is critical. Last step, 4, maintaining relationships is critical. Build rapport and maintaining relationships with key leaders, members of an organization can increase trust between practice and the community, but it will take time. So you be prepared to follow up and stay engaged. Steps to support relationship management. When a rapport, you might offer tours of your facility, having frequently asked questions, introduce the research staff, putting people to patient name will make it personal. Interview and sponsor a live, leverage relationships to review and discuss the informed consent and study procedures for understandability. When opportunity arises, participate in health fairs and activities. Make research facility known in the community. Bring next organizations with each other. This strengthens the network. Information. Mentioned before, understanding their needs. It could be anything from clinical trial information or institution ensures the safety and well-being of your patients. Maybe disease state information or prevention options, supporting the wellness attitude, or specific clinical trial details, but not least, being very clear and transparent on the costs associated with clinical trials. In a successful relationship, where improvement is needed, by fighting and requesting feedback. Ensure information on progress and study results are shared.
Community engagement will take time and hard work. However, we hope that by simplifying the steps, providing a template letter and a list of available resources, community collaboration, and increasing minority representation in clinical trials is feasible for busy research sites. For questions, please feel free to contact Karen Brooks or myself, Kelly Kirsch. What follows are additional reference materials and the slides. Thank you for your time and interest in the Clinical Trial Diversity Community Engagement Kit.